Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to my channel and another video. Before you continue, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton and it's free. Anyways, let's dive into the video. Alright, so I have 5 problems that I personally think Hypixel needs to fix. Otherwise, the player count's gonna eventually die. And one of the first problems I honestly think needs to be addressed is the fact that you pretty much need a rank just to be able to do most things in this game. Like, for example, early game when you're trying to break wheat for money, you're gonna be switching servers a lot. And to switch servers, you can just use this hub selector here and just right click. But the catch, you need a rank. Otherwise, you can only use these mega hubs that are already given out to you. And what are the chances that the wheat has already been broken? Probably 100. It's a mega hub. Everybody's trying to do stuff in the hub. And the thing is, most people that even play video games are just teens that got their Minecraft for the first time and they're just trying out stuff. Maybe eventually they do play Hypixel Skyblock. And you need money just to be able to do stuff like being able to switch hubs, getting extra wardrobe slots, and in the future that's going to become loadouts. And there's just so much accessibility that you need a rank just to be able to do. Like rune crafting, you want to max that out? Oh, get at least VIP. If you want to be able to super craft everything really fast, you need VIP. And then there's even stuff where you have to get the best rank just to be able to do. Like you need you need MVP plus just to be able to warp to stuff like the castle over here. Like if you try to buy a scroll from this NPC right here without MVP plus, he has nothing for us. But if I do get my hands on MVP plus, he's gonna come and say, "Oh, here you go. Here's the fast travel scroll." And not only that, loadouts also need a higher rank just to be able to be used. That's a huge problem. The next thing we're gonna be doing and talking about is the fact that Hypixel just has an awful early game system. Like, if you take an example here, like if you create a new profile and just come and see and read your screen, it's gonna tell you to come to Fisherwoman in Need. And you might be like, oh, that's not that big of a problem, right? Well, no! Fishing sucks! Like, fishing for early game is so awful. Like, I can probably speak a whole sentence by now as you're watching me trying to catch a fish. Like, it's just such a big problem. And that took more than 10 seconds just to catch a fish. That's a huge problem. And even if you don't do fishing and you're trying to do one of the skills, it takes you forever just to be able to max out every single skill. And I'm not even including stuff like enchanting, alchemy, or even carpentry, which is pretty much free to max out. Like, it's just so hard for early game players trying to get a hold of this game when Hypixel is just gonna throw at them these stuff that makes it like impossible for them to progress, and that'll lead to them quit the game. Like the early game is awful in Hypixel Skyblock. Now another thing I have to talk about is the fact that updates are delayed every once in a while. Like for example, the Aura perks. The Aura Minister perks to be exact. Last year we had the Aura event, it was huge. One of the best things you could ever do. And playing doing Aura was just so fun. Like you got extra skill boost and everything was just buffed and you got insane buffs like a bunch of mining fiesta. And while the prices did get killed, like Gemstone was killed and a bunch of other prices got killed, like the Necron's handle, like It was just so good. And at the end, we were even promised minister perks. And guess what? Most of them aren't even out yet. Like, stuff like loadouts are finally coming out, and secret bingo is also coming out. But there's just so many others that are not coming out. Like, take an example of Candy Pat's perk. Like, Candy Pat promised us this new pet that's gonna allow us to get stuff like glossy gemstones outside of fiestas. You might be like, that's not that big of a problem, right? Well, for Iron Man players that are trying to wait for a fiesta, that's a pretty big problem. And considering Cole hasn't given us a mining fiesta in forever, as you can see right here, not even a singular mining fiesta, I think that's a pretty big problem in my opinion. Now, a fourth problem I'm gonna be bringing into the context is Skyblock XP is literally just slop. Take an example with the bestiary. The bestiary is a cool thing where it's like you kill the mobs, you know? You kill all these mobs and they get added to your bestiary as you can see right here. And the thing is, you have to do all of these for Skyblock XP. Like, as you can see, I need to kill 4k golden ghouls for one singular Skyblock XP at the next tier. And I have to kill a bunch of these guys for Skyblock XP. Like, it's just slop. Like, that's not gonna be fun. Nobody wants to do all of that just for some Skyblock XP. And the worst part is, Skyblock XP is important, but they're also extremely annoying to get. Another example of Skyblock XP being slop is the visitors. The Spaceman, as an example, costs 1 billion to serve, and you get 1 XP. 1 XP is not worth 1 billion coins until you're a literal Skyblock elite. Like, I'm not gonna be even serving the Spaceman myself until I'm finally a Skyblock elite, which I'm never going to get because this game takes so long to finally max out. And once you do max out, you're just gonna get bored because there's nothing else to grind for, and you're just gonna quit and probably play a different game instead. And right now, obviously, the bestiary and other things are gonna get eventually fixed, and they're gonna be like changed. But right now, Skyblock XP is just slop. Like, nobody wants to grind it. It's trash. Nobody wants to do it. Now, the final thing I'm gonna be adding here is the fact that we don't have many QOL things for this game. Like, yes, the loadouts are coming out finally, equipment wardrobe is coming out, but there's just a singular problem. Like, and I mean, this is a pretty big problem. You need a rank to be able to even get most of these QOL systems. And the QOL, again, just leads to the fact that you're gonna need to spend real life money. And considering the fact that most of the players that are playing this game are teens, that's such a big problem. Like, nobody's out here trying to spend money just so they can get more QOL and just more quality of life improvements. Like, it's so bad. Like, I know Skyblock is still in alpha right now. Technically, they haven't released 1.0, so it's not too bad. But I think it's just such a problem. Like, I do understand that the queue system, it makes sense so that ranked players can still play the game even if there's too many players. Like, that's a decent thing so that the servers don't immediately crash. And it gives a reason for players to spend their money on ranks. But I honestly think that while ranks do give QOL, I don't think they should be doing stuff like this just to force you to buy a rank. Remember, ranks are meant to be cosmetic. They're not meant to be something that's gonna be like, oh, you have to buy this rank just so you can start playing Skyblock normally. Like, that's not how this game should work. Like, remember, MVP Plus is almost $50. Who wants to spend $50 just for more QOL in this game? And not even mentioning the fact that Minecraft only costs 30. and you can join every single server, and you can play single player, mods, every single version, and you can even play Bedrock Edition. Like, I think ranks, instead of punishing players without having a rank, I think they should reward the players with a rank with more features. Like, they could get like the alpha server only exclusive to us VIPs and above. But I honestly think that QOL should be something given to nons and just players without a rank, or people that are just playing casually and they just want to have a fun time playing a game. Because let's be honest, who wants to spend more money just so they can finally max everything out in this game and then just quit because there's nothing else left? Like, right now, Skyblock is doing great, and it's definitely one of the best games I've ever played. But if Hypixel doesn't fix all these problems or the other problems that could be rising in the future, there is a good chance Skyblock could die within a couple of years if they don't keep this up. And they luckily are keeping up and adding more QOL features, which is really good of them, in my opinion. But honestly, if they don't keep this up, this game will definitely die. And by die, I mean die. But as long as Hypixel can fix all these problems I listed, or the other ones the community is saying, this game could get its second revival ever since the Dante eras of Skyblock. The only reason Hypixel was able to get that player base was because Technoblade and the fact that there was like nothing else better to do because it was COVID. And the thing is, if we take a look at the skills, you can see a good amount of players have actually played Skyblock. But now it's just, how do we get them to come back? That's the real problem. Like, we already have a decent some like community and people that know Hypixel Skyblock. It's just we need to know how to keep them playing, just so we can finally get the second revival of this game. And this game, once the problems get resolved, it could enter its second peak. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please drop a like and subscribe on my videos, and comment if you have any arguments or problems, or just like stuff that you want to talk about and discuss with everyone else. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.